Homeworks here, projects there, STEM strand isn't like other strands. A STEM student must be diligent, hardworking, and creative and the like, complying for their academic performances. However, some students are unable to perform well. They might be experiencing academic pressure. Hello, I am John Mark P. Ramento.
I'm Mohammed Alitarik Pitiwanakan.
I am Gian Eman P. Minorca.
I am Sarah Giselle Plata.
I am Adrian P. Recto, and we are the grade 11 STEM researchers presenting our study entitled Academic Pressure Affecting the STEM Students' Behavior at Landy National High School.
Most STEM students experience academic pressure. It is where a student is pressured to put in extra time and effort to meet certain academic goals. Thus, the students loses time for hobbies, leisure activities, and their social life.
With this in mind, the researcher would like to find out what are the effects of academic pressure to the STEM student behavior and what are their study tactics that help them manage stressful situations.
We are also going to answer these specific questions. First, how does STEM student deal with academic pressure? What are the causes of academic pressure of STEM student? And lastly, which among coping mechanism is mostly used in managing stressful situations?
Conducting this study is significant for the STEM students as they can get awareness about the academic problems they are facing.
In this qualitative study, we have used the phenomenological design using Landy National High School in the municipality of Santa Cruz, province of Marinduque, as our locality to gather data. Only 5 STEM students that experience academic pressure will be studies respondents.
The data required for this study will be gathered by the researcher using a interviewing techniques. The researcher conduct one-on-one interviews with the chosen student using a questionnaires as a reference while asking the respondent question directly.
This qualitative study involves four phases. First is the preparation of the questionnaires. Next, the questions are analyzed and checked by the school officials to see if these questions are unequivocal. Then, they finalize the question that need revisions and to prepare for an allotted time to interview. Finally, the proper execution of the interview to gather data.
The validation and data correction, the acquired data will be qualitatively analyzed. This study strongly accepted and applied high ethical standard considerations. A participant's identity was kept secret, and an identifier or must be rigorously adhered to.
After the interview, we have formed the presentation, analysis, and interpretation of the information gathered based on the respondent statements from the study's instrument.
And here we are presenting the thematic statements gathered, as well as the codes and essential themes analyzed. In Table 1, the respondents proposed answers on how they deal with academic pressure. One must enjoy their studying, wherein they don't overthink their tasks in school and simply do them without overcomplicating it too much.
In Table 2, STEM students are suffering from the detrimental effect of academic pressure. One of the respondents said that academic pressure can harm their mental health, while the other two respondents said that one of the negative effects of academic pressure is depression.
Table 3 shows for experiencing academic pressure we gathered. The majority of the reasons why the STEM students at Landy National High School experience academic pressure are the high expectations, thinking excessively about what others may think of them, the need to be flawless or need to be perfect, and the lots of activities.
And in Table 4, stated by the research participants, time management is the most effective way of dealing with your problem in academic pressure. The response includes the coping mechanism. Two of the respondents responded that their way of facing difficulties is through time management. And on the other hand, one of them responded that don't overthink and enjoy doing their difficult tasks.
After the discussion of findings, We have now derived the conclusions and recommendations of it.
To sum it up, the results support the study where the problems it faces were answered. The selected STEM students will deal with academic pressure mainly by managing their time. Time management is an effective way of dealing with academic pressure, the respondent stated.
After coming up with this study, the researcher recommended that the student, teacher, school, parents, and the future researcher would comprehend the academic pressure can affect STEM student behavior.
Once again, I am John Mark P. Ramento.
I'm Mohammed Ali Tariq Pitiwanakan.
I am Gian Eman P. Minorca.
I am Sarah Giselle Plata.
And I am Adrian P. Recto, and thank you for listening to our study.